All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasun Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to not only the Sarasun Seti YouTube page, but the General Seti YouTube page, two dynamic powerhouse institutions on YouTube, giving you nothing but Black Power, Black Divinity. I want you to subscribe immediately. I want you to become a member. The link for the membership right down in the video description. It's in the chat. All you had to do is just click it. You get a video introduction, rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join, even if you don't. I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. The General got a new website up on Teachable, uploading a lot of dynamic curriculums, powerhouse programs, certificate courses. First one up, 25 Steps to the Redemption of Definitive Black Manhood, designed by the General strictly for the brothers. Brothers, it's an amazing, amazing course. You can get a preview just by clicking the link over in the chat. Also included the Brotherhood of Heru Roundtable live stream where the brothers meet once a week discussing very vital, important, and very powerful information pertinent to our growth and development. Get on over there, get a preview, become a brother, become a member today. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasun Seti, DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank top, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. Got something for your family. I know you're going to like and love. Get over there, check out that catalog, get a discount, shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, Seti University, over 2,500 videos, 40 different subjects, all the subjects that you know and love from the general old Mecca or ancient Egypt, Nubia, Christianity, Judaism, Freemasonry, hip hop, making of the white man, black woman is God, and so much, much more. Not another website nowhere on the planet that could compare or compete. Become a member today. And everybody knows Seti popping on Patreon. We got that fire. You already know what it is, family. We got that fire. I want you to get over there. Let me get this in here. Yeah. Get this on. Yeah. Okay, I see what it is. Yeah, I forgot I had turned down. Let me take that off of there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Bingo, there we go. But I don't even need it in there. That's right. Ancient Egypt, military colony of Mother Ethiopia, got that fire on deck today. I want y'all in the house. We starting early today. The Emerald Tablets, DNA codes of the Dragon Bloodline. I got my notes right there, powerful notes. You can't get it nowhere else. I want you to get on over there and hit that Patreon, become a patron today. Do not hesitate. Link at the top of the chat. And to all the family out there would like to donate to the powerful general, the link right there in the chat. All you had to do is just click it. I appreciate you very much. Those that have already donated, thank you very much. And make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will bang your ass. Here we go, family. Here we go again. Another brutal situation with the brothers, and being in a car driving while black. One of these Neanderthals with niggas with them. You see what I'm saying? Where such a fucking trivial situation could cause a motherfucker to knock your window out, sucker punch you in the face, drag you out the car over a goddamn you didn't have your headlights on during what did he say, fog or some shit in the daytime. You see what I'm saying? In the fucking daytime. So they pulled the brother over, and that's what it ended up being. They not gonna do no damn Neanderthals like that. You ain't gonna do no white man like that, no white woman. You're not gonna do it. Not over no goddamn no fucking headlights not being on while driving through some goddamn fog in the daytime. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's a law, or which I don't know if it is a law or not, you know, most people not gonna know to have no goddamn lights on during no fall. You see, if you can see and you can, you know what I'm saying, you can see, nobody gonna have them on. That's just all it is. And so if it was, it's still no fucking reason to knock nobody, because they recording your ass and you got a fucking rage of a damn maniac where you gonna knock these motherfuckers is maniacs. You see, and until they ass feel the same pain that they inflicting on other people, they ain't gonna really understand. You ain't no sense of you looking for no goddamn compassion from no goddamn brute. That's just all it is to it. And that's why we stay in this situation, because either niggas don't understand. That's really what is not about them understanding. It's not. I'm clear of this shit. You niggas don't understand. That's why you keep going over this situation over and over again. Because somehow you have to understand the nature of a thing. And when you understand the nature of a thing, you motherfuckers got more respect for the pit bull. Motherfuckers know what that pit bull will do to your ass. He's a vicious goddamn killer. So you don't get in any uncompromising situations with no goddamn pit bull. You know what I'm saying? If you see the motherfucker on the street, you gonna get off the street. If you see, or you gonna have your motherfucking thing on you, because that motherfucker, you respect that. When you go to the zoo and shit, and you out there, some of these stupid motherfuckers don't even respect the nature of an animal. See, these Neanderthal, because they believe that they can usurp any cosmic law. You see, this is what it's about. They don't give a fuck about no laws and no rules and regulations or none of that shit. They believe they above, and because they've been able to, violate motherfuckers indefinitely. You understand what I'm saying? Since, they, coming in contact, they've been able to violate, our people indefinitely. You understand what I'm saying? And so, it's almost in their nature to come at us that way. They can't stand when a nigga, don't bow down and shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't follow, every command, even though it's being shown all across the internet that a lot of these motherfuckers, and I would say the majority, don't even know the law. And if they know the fucking law, they don't give a fuck about it. Because they could clearly be, you got people owning their ass right on video, showing the real law and how they violating the law. Call the goddamn superior out there and dismiss the shit, because what the citizen is actually saying is right in the fucking zap. So you got some motherfuckers that believe they God with a goddamn badge on. And then, and you wonder why motherfuckers get that body bag, toe tag. You understand what I'm saying? Because people be out here, they be in shock. You know what I'm saying? That, where, as soon as they come in contact, they in fear. They in fear they goddamn life. And then when people in fear like that, and they thinking that you gonna do some, some unextraordinary goddamn brutal shit to them, they make act in fear and bust one in your ass. That's just all it is to it. Some people act in fear, and just act in fear and bust one in your ass because they think you about to do it to them. Because you motherfuckers don't even got enough sense. If you own it, and they say, well, this is bad. Well, why the motherfucker did? And that's a goddamn lie. Talking about, some good ones and some bad ones. They know what the fuck they doing. They all know what the fuck be going on. They don't say a motherfucking thing. They know who robbing and who beating ass. And I mean, they got some of these motherfucking police got a reputation all across the city. You understand, for doing certain shit, busting motherfuckers' heads, kicking in doors and shit. This, down in the third, man. Back in the day, some of these motherfuckers wouldn't even, you supposed to not, if you raid somebody's house, you supposed to have the sheriff with you, you supposed to have a fucking warrant and all, man. It's some of them motherfuckers wouldn't have no sheriff, wouldn't have no warrant, they wouldn't have shit. They'd come straight off out the car, two motherfuckers, maybe three, kick the door in. Some of them motherfuckers was Rambos. You see what I'm saying? They'll die through the motherfucking window. A spot. You understand? On some Rambo shit. You know what I'm saying? Come in there, rob every motherfucker in there. You understand what I'm saying? And they in there and rob a motherfucker, take the work and redistribute the shit. Man, I mean, real talk. Rob the motherfuckers for the work, redistribute the shit. Motherfuckers, I mean, goddamn. I mean, I remember one time, man, they bust this one fucking precinct in Detroit. That motherfucker was so scandalous. They shut the fucking precinct down. It was so many motherfuckers because they indicted like damn near, man, it was a whole list of motherfuckers at one time. They indicted, man, listen, it had to be from like 11 to maybe 16, 17 police where they indicted all their ass at the same time. Robbing and stealing all on the east side and shit. They shut the fucking precinct down. It was so goddamn, you understand, decrepit ass motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So they know, and everybody know, when you got that many motherfuckers just ravaging the goddamn, but they don't give a fuck. You in a certain area, but they had got so lawless, the shit that they was doing, that it was literally like the fucking wild, wild west. You understand? Between the police and the people. Just literally like they're just lawless. Ain't no fucking law over here. Y'all do it and just shoot it out. Whoever come out on top, come out on motherfucking top. So, you know, that's what it is. And so we continue to sit in here and really go over all this shit over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Gonna continue to go over this shit over and over and over and over, because you do not want to accept the nature of this damn beast. That's all it is to it. Confused. You understand? It's not confused, just, you know, you're confused. You understand what I'm saying? Because, you know, you ain't got the courage. You see, the wherewithal to rise up. You ain't got no future outside of this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Or that don't require him to be so connected to your rise that, you know, you can't see doing without the motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got it in your heart to cut him off because you so intertwined that he give you crumbs and shit to, you know, you can't cut him off. You can't cut him. You don't see a future cutting this motherfucker off. So, yeah, y'all got the toasts. And so, you know, to see the brother and the brother doing, and listen, that's why I say it ain't about morality. It ain't about none of that. Because when you understand that it's about the nature of a motherfucking thing, and everything gonna exist within its nature, so you not gonna have no abstract rules that everybody gonna follow at one time, because motherfuckers is gonna gravitate towards their nature. What's right for you is wrong for this motherfucker. He don't see that shit is you know what I'm saying? They thinking on the concept of power. So if it's something that's not gonna keep them in power, that shit all wrong. They don't give a fuck about none of that. Honor thy nigga, get that shit out of here. Am I gonna be in power after I practice this shit? If it require them relinquishing power, they not gonna practice it. That's just all it is to it. Get over it, nigga. And see, I'm not mad. See, that's what's wrong with y'all, motherfucker. You see, at the same time, once you understand a roach is a roach, you see what I'm saying? And a fly is a fly. Fly gonna motherfucker buzz around, motherfucker. You don't get the motherfucker out the house. Motherfucker land on your face and shit. You understand? Keep coming back fucking with you. You're trying to eat. Motherfucker buzzing all around your plate and shit. You got to get that motherfucker up out of there. You see what I'm saying? That's just all it is to it. That's just all it is to it. That's the nature of the fly. He gonna fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying? The roaches and shit, you got roaches, whatever it is, that you understand the nature of the motherfucker. And when you understand the nature, not gonna listen, not gonna obey no rules and that you didn't establish, you're gonna have to get him up out of there, and you're gonna have to do these Neanderthal the same goddamn way. Niggas that don't want to heed to the liberational rules of community rise and uplift, and they don't want to deal with that. You're going to have to deal with them the same way because it's the nature of a motherfucker. Too many motherfuckers looking at the costume on the outside and not looking deep down, you know, at a motherfucker's soul and a motherfucker's spirit and how they, you know, how they move. And the motherfucker ain't going to move outside of that. It's hard as fuck to move outside of your nature. Your nature is automatic. You're going to move within your nature. That's just anything. You see? And so we, you know, too many people keep believing that, yeah, all motherfucking people that you see on this planet, everything is not of the same origin. Everything ain't got the same nature. Okay? You can motherfucking cats and shit and, you know, and shit. You watch them goddamn cats. They got different natures. You know what I'm saying? Even the tiger and the motherfucking lions and the cheetahs and the leopards, all them motherfuckers got a different nature. They don't act the same. They don't even have the same environment. They don't even have the same diet. You see what I'm saying? They don't. So you can't even look at that and say, so, you know, we got to find out where the fuck is our habitat. You understand what I'm saying? And where, you know, what is our nature? And we're going to have to get in where we fucking fit in. Where it's going to be where we can thrive and we can get away from these motherfucking Neanderthals. That's just really what boiled down. Because to stay in this situation, to continue to see a fucking video after video, and it's going to continue. It's going to be another nigga tomorrow and another nigga the next day. It's going to be an ongoing situation. It is not going to change. You can sue these motherfuckers. It's in its nature. And that's why when you look at, and I, you know, that's why I deal with the esoterical on their ass, because they letting you know that rage. You see what I'm saying? That rage, you know, that motherfucking honk. You know what I'm saying? With a motherfucker and anything that when you don't listen to him, that's when the motherfucker click. And he go into this motherfucking brute rage. You understand? It ain't just brute rage. You know what I'm saying? When motherfucker just and knock the fucking window in and fucking you know sucker punch the brother, you know, just sucker punch him. Like, what the fuck was that? Like, is you out your rabbit ass mind, fool? Man, listen here, man. Motherfucker end up doing the rest of their life in jail because a motherfucker did have some, and a motherfucker sent him on to his maker. Straight the fuck up. You way out of pocket. See, but you know what? One day I was watching, who was that? Damn, what's that brother name, man? Damn, what's that brother name? He died about 5 years. I don't know why. And he had the beard, white beard, and he was a comedian. You understand what I'm saying? But he was an elder, but he was teaching the knowledge too. And he would, man, he'll have your ass rolling like a motherfucker. What's his name? He was kind of, you know, what's his name? He passed about 5 years ago. No, he was a comedian, but he was also a Dick Gregory. You brought that motherfucker straight on in there. That's right. Dick Gregory. He was like, you can't teach your children to bow down to no shit like that. You see what I'm saying? You can't do it. You got to stand 10 toes down. You see on that shit. You know, motherfucker stick his hand in there with that bullshit, man. Motherfucker gonna have to eat that motherfucker off. You see what I'm saying? You gonna have to eat that motherfucker off. That's just all it is to it. I mean, that's just what it is. That's just what it is, man. And ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that shit. You know, ain't nothing gonna change with them. They nature is their nature. They everywhere they go is a Karen. It's one of these old crazy ass, you know, crackers that think they fucking privilege above and beyond everybody else, that you understand that they could talk and do whatever the fuck they want to do to a motherfucker. They used to that because they've been listening to their grandmammies and grandpappies and their great grandmammies and great grandpappies, where, goddamn it, you know, we sit up and talk about when we get our families together, and then we get to talking about all the things we did. You know, we listen, you know, those of us that got older aunties and their daddy and all them get together. We sit back and listen to all the crazy shit they tell us about what was going on back in them days before we even got here. You see what I'm saying? And we listen and laugh and shit. But when they great grandmammies and great grandpappies get to talk, they get to talking about the days when they hung our people, that they could lynch our people. You don't think they talk about that shit? Yeah, and so it's, you know what, and I'm gonna tell y'all, it's hard to, listen, I don't even want to show this shit because I'm tired of this shit. You see what I'm saying? I'm sick of, listen to me. If that's why you got to boss up, even out in these streets. You can't play the role of a sucker out in these streets, because niggas know when you playing the role of a, that don't mean you got to be a hard nigga, but you can't play the role of a sucker. A nigga that, a lot of niggas try to bully and, be, and it's wrong to do, but the streets is unforgiving. Don't give a fuck where you at. We ain't gonna try to say what's wrong. God damn it. Yeah, the streets is unforgiving. So you got peoples out here, and they play the role of a weak man and shit. They be out on these streets, and niggas bullied niggas like that. They say what the fuck they want to say to them and do what the fuck. So it's hard to respect motherfuckers. And it don't mean you got to be hard, that you have respect for yourself. And if motherfuckers ain't gonna respect you, gonna get the fuck on. You're not gonna stay. Some niggas will stay in that situation and ridicule and all of that just to be down with niggas and stay in. And it's hard to respect motherfuckers like that. And believe you me, the white man is not gonna respect black people because niggas have stayed in this subservient role, allowing them to fuck us up when they want to for so long. It's hard for, I don't give a fuck. They ain't gonna respect us. But if they keep sticking their motherfucking hand in that dough and they draw back a fucking nub, you understand what I'm saying? They stick their motherfucking hand in that goddamn window and they draw back and the motherfucker is missing up into their elbow, then they gonna fucking learn. You can't rationalize with no brute like that. Y'all fucked up in the head, man. You can't rationalize, even though you have, because we are, we come from the cosmos. So of course we spiritual and we, compassion and shit. We had that shit in us. But a lot of motherfuckers ain't got none of that in them. You see what I'm saying? And so when we talk about evolving, yeah, it causes us to evolve, but it's already there. You just got to tap into it. That don't mean you gonna become them, but to balance this motherfucking scale, you got to balance. That's my art. My art ain't about you can't do nothing. My art is saying if the motherfucking scale is too, the evilness of the world is weighing the scale down. You must balance that motherfucking scale by any means necessary. You see what I'm saying? And we are not doing that. We're not balancing this motherfucking scale. That's all it is to it. So I'm not going to play the video because it's just another goddamn video of brutality. You understand? They're going to sue this motherfucker and, they going like they did with the police, that just Breonna, what's her name, Taylor, where they gave the motherfucker 1 day just to humiliate. That's humiliation. You gonna get somebody one and the sister lost her life and you gonna get a motherfucker 1 day. That's humiliation. You see what I'm saying? Let's humiliate these motherfuckers and we're gonna give them 1 day. So, this is what you got to deal with. So you got to make a change. And that's why it's so necessary that we come together as a family. Those of us that are primordials and that are connected. You see what I'm saying? On that level. Not requiring everybody to do it because everybody ain't got the spark. And we cannot wait on motherfuckers because if you got the spark, it's already lit. Ain't waiting on no motherfucker to see this shit. Fuck you, nigga. Bye. See you. We peeling out on you motherfuckers, man. We got to move forward. But anyway, man, we got a heavy day today. I want y'all to get on over there to the Patreon. I'm going in heavy after I got 4 videos on YouTube. Then I got 3 on Patreon, and I'm gonna give you the extracurricular. So if you want that work, you better go get over there and sign up because it's going down. Appreciate y'all, man, being here. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.